right, guys, I'm going to show you a few presentations that I like to use when I come out here to target springtime trout, steelhead and browns. My favorite has got to be an inline spinner, guys. I like Meps, rooster tails, Sonics, but a spinner has probably caught me the most trout early spring and fall out of any other bait that I've targeted for them. So spinners are really good for trout too in the spring. Wait till the water warms up a little bit more. Same with a crankbait, a flicker shad, a squirrelbill. There's guys out here trolling. You can go troll crankbaits and catch plenty of trout that way as well too. But I like to cast them. Another one of my favorite methods, guys, which I think is underutilized, is a little hair jig. And we're fishing the harbor, guys. We're not in the river right now. You know, fishing the river fish is a little bit different. This is harbor fishing. I mean, most of these fish are in 15 to 20 feet of water I'm catching right now. But small little hair jigs like this work good too. And of course, you can use spawn sacks on a float or Carolina rigged on the bottom. But you know, in this case, we're live scope fishing. I'm finding the fish, casting to them, and catching them that way. On this rod, guys, I'm using 10-pound braid. I like Fireline Power Pro. Those are both good. J braid's good. Darter head, Gamakatsu jig head, and a little gulp minnow or a power bait minnow, and that's it. Super effective. Water's still cold. It's 34 degree water temp still, so you don't necessarily want to use something too fast or something subtle that you can kind of bounce on their face. And these fish are a little bit tighter and deeper to water right now, middle of the day. So a presentation like a little darter head jig and a plastic like that can be hard to beat, guys. Got it. Inhaled the plastic. Missed that on camera. Oh, you ate that, guys. Beautiful steelhead, big one. Choked it. All right, guys, didn't have the camera rolling. Just nailed a big steely, close to probably 8-9 pounds, I would say. Real nice fish on the little gulp minnow. So pretty deep. I'm gonna get her back. That was an awesome fish. It's been definitely have to work for him kind of bite today, but seeing fish kind of scattered out and simply just throwing a little plastic like this on a little jig head, and God, that fish engulfed it. Let's see if we can get a few more. This right here, guys, that's a fish on my live scope right there. So when I see that fish, I'm gonna try to pinpoint it. Looks like he's right behind me here. So here he is. I'm kind of casted behind me. You guys aren't going to be able to see this very well. He's on it, he's on it, he's on it. Got it. All right, we're hooked up again. Another steelhead. Holy smokes. He's all wrapped up. That was awesome. Oh, got him. Guys, the live scope is such a killer, man. Another big steelhead on the gulp minnow darter head jig. Such a good presentation when the water's still real cold like this, guys. You could, you know, the crankbaits and spinners, they'll still work, but when it's cold, something a little bit slower I like to use. And man, that's a nice fish. So if you don't have live scope, folks, the best thing I can recommend to you is cover a lot of water. If you're in a boat, cover a lot of water. You know, fish what looks good. Throw crankbaits at them. If they don't want a moving bait, try something slower like a jig and plastic like I'm throwing here. Really utilize what you do have. You know, if you have a helix or some sort of Lowrance or just a down imaging system or a side imaging system, run the shorelines, you know, run different stretches, different contour level, different depths until you see little pods of fish, or better yet, bait. If you see bait, there's going to be trout around. So this time of year, that's kind of what you're looking for, you know. If you don't have live scope, you know, use what you do have to your advantage. If not, you can troll. That's super effective, but a lot of guys don't like trolling. They like to cast for them. But if you want to catch fish, get them in the boat, you don't have live scope, trolling's a great option. Otherwise, fish fast and cover a lot of ground until you find active fish. These trout are moving constantly. They're always kind of moving around, so they're not going to be in one spot for long. There's always new waves of fish pushing in and out, so something else to keep in mind when you're out here in the harbor. Now there's a fish right there on my screen. I don't know if you can see that, right? Kind of far out this way. Fish right there. That's a fish. See that little dot? So I just made a cast over there. It's about 65 feet away from me. And this is the beauty of live scope fishing. Whether you like it or you don't, it catches fish. And you know, I would never have saw that fish maybe with side imaging, but if I didn't have a live scope. So I see that fish, he's still there, trying to angle up on this fish the right way here and make the appropriate cast and see if he's interested in eating. Turn my gain up a little bit. So the fish is still there. You guys can see that fish is still there when you reel in. That's the thing if you're gonna live scope fish, guys, is you got to get good at accuracy casting, or you're just never gonna catch these fish, because you got to make the right cast to get the fish. The guy right on him. Here we go. Let's see. He's on it. He's on it. He wants it. He wants it. He wants it. He wants it. He's on it. He just turned away. He's still on it. Still on it. Got him. Got him. And that right there is live scope fishing, guys. That's how we do it. What do we got? Steelhead again. A lot of steelhead today. Good one. That's awesome. Look at this. Ooh. Look at this, guys. Oh boy, that is so cool. Live on camera for you guys. There he is. Big steelhead, 10-pounder probably. Big steelhead. On a jerk minnow. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? So cool. You guys can hate on the live scope, but I'll tell you, I would never have caught this fish. Holy cow. If I did not have scope on. That's a big, beautiful steelhead right there. Gorgeous fish. Get him in the net. Got her. Nice female, fresh out of the lake, guys. It's March, early March. You can see she took that perfectly. Actually, that looks like a male. All wrapped up in the line here. Look at that. That is such a pretty fish, guys. Love it. Open water fishing, guys. We are back on the boat. Couldn't be happier. We were just catching them through the ice. And that right there is the third or fourth fish steely of the day for me. I think third. I missed a few more, but really cool coloring on them. And just an awesome fish, guys. Casting. I just want to show you guys some baits and presentations to come out here in southern Wisconsin and cast them up in the spring on spinning tackle. So there you go. Love looking at them. They're just so cool. They almost got like an emerald green on the top of their head. We're gonna get this fish back in the water. So pretty. All right, guys, let's dump her back. It's gonna go like that. There it goes. Spring is here. Boat is back in the water. They're running trout trips here. If you guys want to get out and do some trout fishing here in Milwaukee or Racine, get in contact with me. So hopefully you guys took away a few things with some presentations to use here in the springtime and got some beautiful steelhead. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.